Hi Virgo, so I like to get straight into the readings. If there is anything that you feel you need to know about the readings, then I definitely encourage you to read the descriptions box, especially if you're new to tarot. The card deck information that I've used for your reads can always be found in my pinned comment below. And cross watchers, please remember that you can switch the energies around if it applies, but do try to keep in mind that this might not be your story at all, okay? This could be someone else entirely different that your Virgo is dealing with. And equally Virgo, if you please just take what's resonating for you and leave what doesn't for another Virgo, because these reads, they cannot and will not resonate for absolutely everybody all of the time. It's just not possible. Okay, there's also no guarantee that you're going to get a continuing theme from the reads that we've had out for you before. Okay. Also, with this being the beginning of the month reads, these reads are focused more towards like a broader picture of what's going on in your life. However, if love and romance should make an appearance, then I absolutely will acknowledge that, okay? Right, so Virgo, you've got good news, positive outcome, pregnancy, new life, and Groundhog Day. No change, feeling stuck. Now, I'm feeling that this Groundhog Day is actually your current energy. You could be feeling a bit down in the dumps, a bit frustrated at nothing changing, right? A lot of restrictions being put in your way, not understanding why, that overwhelming feeling of just not being able to move forward. Now with this, it's indicating that this energy, it's not going to last forever. In fact, you're coming up to the last lap, if you like, of this feeling like nothing's changing, okay? Because you're heading straight towards good news, a positive outcome. For some of you, it could straight up be a pregnancy, and for others of you, it's pertaining to a brand new lifestyle, okay? Remember, like, this pregnancy energy, I mean, yes, you can obviously take it at face value. And for those of you who were trying to have a baby and, you know, it's maybe not been happening for a while, you're all of a sudden going to find out that actually you're pregnant. So that's amazing. But again, if you don't take that at face value, this could literally be just a new lifestyle that's opening up for you that is full of growth, potential, abundance. Basically, you're looking at fertile ground, okay, where you can plant your seeds and create anything that you like in your life. Okay, so this is a really, really nice way to begin your read. It's certainly indicating that these feelings of just having to go through the motions with this groundhog energy of just basically having to do the same thing day in and day out, what a drag that is, but you had to do it because there was no other alternative, basically, that there was no doors opening for you. But now we're seeing a complete turnaround to that particular energy, and that's a really, really nice way to begin your reading, Virgo. Right, so we are going to take a look at your tarot. And we're going to pull a 9-card spread. It's just a freestyle spread, and hopefully we can get further information on this for you. That's for Virgo, please. Virgo. Okay. Wow. That's beautiful, Virgo. Your first card out is the Wheel of Fortune. That's amazing. I'm really liking this energy for you, Virgo. The Wheel of Fortune, so Sagittarius energy. You do have the Nine of Swords, it's Gemini, the Magician. That is Gemini, Virgo. The Lovers, Gemini again. The Knight of Coins, Virgo. Also, I do need to mention any of the zodiacs that I shout out. Yes, it could be relevant to whoever else it is that you're dealing with, but they could also just be placements in your own chart as well, okay? Right, you've got the Knight of Cups, that's Pisces energy. So Virgo, please. Virgo. Thank you. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse. That's Leo energy. Now that's really good because, you know, we want to see cards like that coming out in reverse. We really do. The Ten of Coins, upright. That's Virgo energy. Okay. Ooh, and the King of Wands, Leo energy. Okay, the card at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Wow. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Now, the Page of Cups, yes, it can be associated with an apology, but I am not feeling apologetic energy from this particular card. The Page of Cups also pertains to good news when it comes down to children or romance. Okay, so the good news continues throughout your read, Virgo. This is absolutely incredible, and what a turnaround. What an absolute turnaround. Some of you might have been struggling with IVF as well. So again, we're seeing success right across the board here for you, Virgo. And like I can't emphasize enough on how good and refreshing it is to see this in your read, because again, for the longest time, most of you have felt stuck, just having to do the same thing over and over and over, and feeling like there's no growth, you know, that there's no advancement. And what we're seeing here is a complete turnaround in your energy. Yeah, death, Scorpion energy, change and transition brought by this High Priestess energy. Yeah, so like literally this combination is indicating that there's something to do with your spiritual journey with this High Priestess that has led on to a lot of really intense changes, and you seeing the world in a different light with this Knight of Wands, really taking the risk as well. See, normally you're not a big risk taker, because there's always this thing about, but what if I fail? Now we're seeing a turnaround to your way of thinking to, do you know what, if I fail, not a problem, I can just try again and I can try better the next time. You know, you're not restricting yourself so much by expecting perfection from yourself, like constantly, all of the time, because that mindset can really keep you boxed in. And it will stop you from taking risks where risk taking is necessary, depending on what it is that you're dealing with, of course. Let's just say calculated risks, there we go. and no longer really kicking yourself for making mistakes. So we're seeing that this change in your mindset has opened up. And I'm seeing it's opened up the spiritual world for you, and you've really started to listen to the signs, the synchronicities that you've been receiving from your spirit guides and your ancestors. You're really following your spiritual path here, and it has honestly opened up the world to you. You're definitely seeing your life in a much different light, You certainly do have the Midas touch at this time as well, with this new vibe that you're embodying, I want to say. I mean, like, it's just incredible the way that these cards have come out, because the Nine of Swords and the Magician, right? Let me put it this way. The Magician, of course, is all about manifesting, okay? And when it comes out with the Nine of Swords, that's the Nightmare card, right? So in the past, your fears, worries and anxieties, while they were valid, they were also adding to further fear, worry and anxiety. So, you know, you can see how your Nightmare card, right next to your manifesting card, like, this is what you were effectively manifesting. Now, this isn't to point fingers or blame or anything like that. This is showing out in your read because you have understood that not always, but oftentimes, what you put out into the universe is what comes back in. So you're no longer focused on manifesting any negativity. You're focused on manifesting positivity and forward movement. Wheel of Fortune. It's a card of fate, karma, destiny. This is also a reminder that this too shall pass. You know, because as the Wheel of Fortune turns, if you start off at the top, as the Wheel of Fortune turns, you find yourself on the bottom. Okay, so it keeps you humble. And if you're on the bottom, it keeps you hopeful, because this too shall pass. And then you find yourself on the top again. It's the natural law. It's the natural cycle of events. And like, there's been, I want to say the word awakening. Like, that there has definitely been a spiritual awakening here, Virgo. And now you're co-creating with the universe rather than going against the universal energies and going against the natural law of events. And it's beautiful. It's really, really nice, because now you're really going to start to see doors being flung wide open for you, just for you to walk through and really make the most out of your life, which is that you know, that's all that you wanted anyway. But there was too much of this going against the natural order of things. So you're going to find that there's a nice flow now to your energies. It's a really nice progression. You then have the Lovers, the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Cups. So I'm viewing this with the two Knights being back to back. I'm seeing that this is going to be multiple offers that come in towards you, Virgo. Not necessarily about love, although for some of you, it absolutely will be, okay? If we're talking about love and relationships, you're going to have multiple suitors, should we say, who have taken a shine to you, and that they're wanting to be in a relationship with you. So it's indicating that there's going to be a choice between someone who is very hardworking, dependable, financially stable. You know, they're at the starting point of their career, but the career that they have chosen is very, very promising for the future. Okay. The second one is more of like a old romantic, more of a sweep you off your feet type person. Okay. I mean, it's completely up to you here, Virgo. I'm not seeing that you're on the losing side of the table, whichever decision that you make. Okay. And also, again, when it comes down to your decisions, you're finding that there's a lot more freedom. as well, because you know now that it's okay for you to change your mind, you know, which before, like a couple of months ago or a couple of years ago, you were always of that mindset of once you've made up your mind, you have to stick with it, come what may. You know, you never really gave yourself that freedom to change your mind. But now there's a complete turnaround. So I honestly do see you doing a lot of experimenting and saying no, you know, and not feeling like you owe anybody anything, and being comfortable with changing your mind once you've made a decision. For others of you, this is about your new way of life, and for some of you that does absolutely pertain to your career. We're seeing with the Lovers, Knight of Coins and Knight of Cups, again, a choice between two. So if this is about your career, you're going to be choosing between, you do have multiple offers coming in here, Virgo. One of these offers is, I want to say, a slight pay rise from what you're accustomed to. And the other offer is where you feel that you can make a difference to society, to the community. It's something that triggers an emotional response within you, but does not necessarily bring in extra finances. Okay, so it's picking between what you love to do and something that offers you more finances. Again, I don't see that you're going to be on the losing side of the table, whichever you pick. I really, really don't. I mean, the way that these cards are laid out, it's like that there is no possible way that you can put a foot wrong at this time, Virgo. You've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. I did a huge smile when this came out, and I said, you know, if we're going to get reversals, we want it to be this one, because it pertains to you not putting any energy into those who are argumentative, childish, selfish, spiteful. When it's upright, it's all about someone who feels like they need to justify themselves, someone who constantly has got everybody coming at them with this, that and the next, you know, oftentimes not very good energy. When it's in reverse, it's like you're not even looking at those who cause drama. You simply do not have time to deal with anybody who is of that kind of personality. You literally have bigger fish to fry here. You're not putting any stock into individuals who make you feel like you owe them an explanation, you know? You're like, I don't owe you a damn thing. And again, it's really refreshing, because how free must you feel? How free to sit there and, you know, look at someone in the face while they're demanding this, that and the next from you, and you're just like, I don't owe you a goddamn thing. You know, in the past, you might have felt so incredibly guilty for not giving someone an explanation. Again, it's all of these things that kept you stuck in that wee box. And like, honestly, if it's almost like there's been a huge gust of wind that swept across your energy, and it's blown everything out. You know, everything that was keeping you stuck, it's gone. It's floating off into the ether somewhere. You know, it's incredible. 10 of Coins, stability, financial abundance as well as stability. I mean, you're setting yourself up here for the rest of your life. The Seven of Coins is also a card of generations and planning for the future, you know, building on your nest egg for the future. For some of you, it could be a new home as well. It's a sudden turnaround. And the King of Wands. Again, that's a risk taker. That's a doer. Out of all of the kings, and again, tarot has got no gender, okay? It's just the polarization of the energies. This is here because it's a reminder that you've done this, all right? You don't owe thanks to anybody else for the success that you accumulate. You've to thank yourself, no one else, okay? That this was done by you, by your ability to take those risks. As I was saying before I got sidetracked, out of all of the kings, the King of Wands is the one that takes the risks and goes out there and really, you know, doesn't just put in the effort, but puts in double and triple effort. Really has no qualms whatsoever on fighting for what they believe in. Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful read, Virgo. Okay, have a healing message, please, for Virgo. Ooh, Salu, vitality, health, and energy. Okay, so as I always say, these cards, they come with 3 messages. You get your healing message from the creator of the deck. Your second and most important message is from your own intuition when you're looking at the card. And then I will give you my intuitive message, okay? Right, so it says, you radiate strength, energy, vitality, exuberance, and life force. The kind that emanates from within, giving you an energetic force field that others respond to, but within which you dwell, radiant and well. With every day, every heartbeat, every conscious moment, including all of the wise decisions that you have made on behalf of your well-being, you're beginning to develop lasting strength, and your energy is potent, a force, and a presence. Wow. This card can also signify that it's time for you to truly take your well-being seriously, to connect deeply and respectfully with the body, to reshape it, reclaim it from all of the cultural biases and all of the voyeuristic judgments that we're all subject to. It is time to develop support networks where your mind is valued and healthy relationships are nurtured, developed and sustained. You must also do the work. Sweat and discover just what you're capable of, and be sure also to change your nutrients, enhance the food that you're eating, be sure to eat well, and acknowledge any unhealthy eating patterns that you may have developed to self-nurture. All of this dedication and self-love will pay off in marvellous ways. You'll radiate so much good, shining well-being that you will draw to you like-minded people who support this journey and attract more vitality, good fortune and love. And the artwork is called Mirabelle. Wow. So again, do you remember when I said don't give anyone else the credit for what you're seeing in this read, Virgo? Give yourself credit, because this is the accumulation of you putting in that hard work. Absolutely beautiful. You should be really, really proud of yourself, Virgo. You're breaking through all of those barriers. So nice. Okay, right, so to conclude your read, we're going to use the Rebel deck. For anyone who is unfamiliar with this deck, I do need to warn you, It's full of swearing, so if you know that you're offended at swearing, then you don't have to listen. You can switch off now. And if you're going to stick around with me right to the very end, we're going to do a bonus shadow work reading for you, Virgo, okay? And shadow work is all about just looking at the darkest parts of self, okay? So the parts of ourselves that we feel that we need to keep hidden. Okay, right, let's have a look. They broke your heart. Fuck 'em. So again, not putting any energy towards individuals that quite simply don't deserve you. You know, they just don't deserve you spending your time even looking at them. Winning. You've got a good thing going. Yeah, no shit. Don't ruin that shit. Yep. You're giving away your power. You're a badass. Act like it. So if anyone's sitting there going, oh, you know, I didn't earn this. I don't feel like I've earned this success. It's just a fluke. It's just a lucky, you know, random lucky opportunity. That's bullshit, Virgo. You need to give yourself credit where credit's due. Okay? Get some fucking sleep. You've been an ass because you're tired. You've been an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Yeah, so don't worry about those in the past who couldn't see your value, who couldn't see your potential. It didn't mean that you didn't have worth or potential. It just means that they simply couldn't see it. And it's their loss, not yours. Wow. Okay, so if you stick around, we're going to move on to your shadow work reading. Okay, welcome back, Virgo. Right, now with this shadow work read, depending on what card comes out, some of them, I do need to say, some of them are more intense than others. Right, let's just take a look for Virgo, please. Thank you. Nurturing. I love how this theme is continuing throughout your entire read, Virgo. It's very, very consistent. Okay, so we're going to do the same as what we did with this healing message here. I'm going to hold it up for you so that you can get your own intuitive message, and then I will give you my intuitive hit after, okay? Right, so it says, that which you feed will continue to sit at your table. Wow. If you remember that saying, where your focus goes, your energy flows. You have clearly stopped focusing on negativity and you're focused on positivity, and that's exactly what has freed up your energy. That which you feed will continue to sit at your table. That's an incredible message. Right, so your healing message says, make sure that you're encouraging and nurturing only the qualities, circumstances and types of people you want to see perpetually appear in your life. So you've been purging then. You have been purging people, places, things, ways, like even ways of thinking, old ways of thinking, out of your energy. And I'm hoping that you can see the little butterfly there as well. Death and rebirth process. Yeah, that's what you've been going through. You're not taking with you into your future anything that doesn't fit for your highest good. Like you're literally flat out rejecting everything that does not nurture your soul. And for a lot of you it's been hard, because for a lot of you, with this being a shadow work deck, you might have had to walk away from friends that you have known for such a long time. For others of you, you might have had to have walked away from toxic family members that were keeping you held back. You know, you've had to face quite a lot of darkness to get to this point of going, do you know what? I am not taking you into my future. There is no way. It's really, really nice. You found your strength, Virgo. You found your power. And through that, you're going to find your abundance. I guess congratulations is in order here. So that is what I have for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in my descriptions box, and it's in my pinned comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.